Put it in some water with a little salt to cut the grease off of it. Get this sliminess off. And then I rinse it. Check for feathers. I want my chicken clean, buddy. Clean chicken tastes good. You can eat every bit of it. Suck it down to the bone. Here's some. Got some goddamn wing tips still left in it. You don't want to eat them things. So you get your little corrugated knife. Yeah, I'm getting the feathers off the chicken. Burn them off. You have to put them over the fire and burn the feathers off. And then when you clean the chicken, you got to make sure you get that blood out that vein. Because there's a main vein in there, and a lot of blood accumulates in that vein. And what you want to do is rub that vein to get that blood out so you don't have that black streak in your chicken. Maybe you can see this one a little bit, I'll get that out. See how that blood jumps out? See how it's coming out right there? You want to get that blood out so that vein's not black when you get ready to eat it. A lot of times people say they don't like to eat chicken wings and stuff because they don't like the veins, the blood in the veins. Well, this is how you're getting it out. You rub that, just rub it, and it'll come right out.
Fried chicken. I told y'all I love me some fried chicken, so I'm gonna make a DVD about it. I told y'all I love me some fried chicken. Y'all thought I was joking.
Now I'm getting ready to season the chicken. I'm using some Lawry seasoned salt and some cayenne pepper. I use cayenne pepper. It's better for your blood, and it's not as grainy. When black pepper is kind of grainy, it's kind of bitter. But this is kind of, it'll give a little spice, a little kick. And so I just take a piece and I'll take and sprinkle it richly on one side, richly on the other side. Cayenne pepper. And then I'll put it over here in my bag, which I have flour, just regular cooking flour. And I'm going to dust the wings with the flour before I put them in there. And the reason why I use cayenne pepper also, it's good for high blood pressure. It keeps your blood pressure down. Cayenne pepper is very helpful for you, for your diet. That's just a regular plastic bag. You can use anything.
I'll let you have like a special one.
No, I don't have a special bag. Some people have special bags because if they do a lot of frying, what they'll do is they'll take that bag and you can fold it up and just put it in your freezer. And say like you're going, not in the freezer, in the refrigerator. And say you're going to fry something, you know, in a couple of days. You use that same flour, pull it out, maybe add a little bit more, and continue on. You know, but I wouldn't keep it more than just a couple of days. That's all.
Okay.
Now, what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm getting ready to dust the chicken. So I have my chicken on the flour, and I just close my bag. All-purpose flour. I'm battering the chicken in flour, just regular, no extra, you don't have to extra sift it or anything. And what you want to try to do is make sure when you season your chicken, make sure it's still kind of cold, that it's not like room temperature. The colder the chicken that it goes in the grease, the crispier it will get. How much flour coating that I use, it all depends on how wet the chicken is. I usually just rinse my chicken, season it, and then dust it. That one light coating is enough. A lot of people have different types of batter that they can use. You know, some people use different batters and it makes it more crunch or whatever, but I like just a simple all-purpose dusting of the chicken. How much flour coating that I use, it all depends on how wet the chicken is. I usually just rinse my chicken, season it, and then dust it. That one light coating is enough. A lot of people have different types of batter that they can use. You know, some people use different batters and it makes it more crunch or whatever, but I like just a simple all-purpose dusting of the chicken. Now I'm going to shake them up, and I'll show you the difference, how much more covered they look. Now those are some nicely dusted chicken. You can hardly see the skin. And that's what you're looking for. Last batch going in. Good shake. I know the grease is hot enough because you take a little flour and drop it in the oil, and if it starts to sizzle, then you know it's hot. Never use water to check your grease. Always use a little flour. Now, when I get ready to put the chicken in the hot grease, you want to take it off and you want to get rid of all the excess flour off the chicken. Got a little something to move around. One in there, I'm able to get one more in. Shake it, pat it off, folding, finding the spot. And that's it.
I love me some fried chicken.
These I just put in, they're about ready to turn. Like I said before, you want to turn them because you don't want one side to get too dark. And by being close to the heat, one side will get darker than more than the other. So you want to flip them. Even though you're deep frying, still want to flip them.
How do you know when the chicken's done?
It start floating, like it's floating now. See how it's floating on the top? Watch when I put the next batch in, it'll sink to the bottom. And then after it gets all the moisture out and it's cooking it up, it'll start floating at the top. The moisture is heavy, it makes it sink. But once the chicken is done, it'll float to the top. You can see this float, the chicken is not floating yet, so that means it's still not done. But what you want to do is you want to try to flip it so one side doesn't get more darker than the other. So you'll have evening browning on all sides. The reason why I'm putting it on the paper towels is because I want the excess oil to drain off. And that helps make it stay crispy.